I want to speak again about beginning that journey to love yourself. And I was thinking about how we have relationships with many people. Maybe we have a romantic relationship, we have friendships, we have you know, uh, acquaintance relationships. But the people that we're closest to are probably the people that we spend the most time with and that we sit down and have conversation with or sit down and have dinner with. And we ask them about themselves and they ask us about ourselves. And we just really get to know the people that we care about. We really, like, how was your day? And like, okay, what are you working on? And, we just ask so many questions because we want to know everything about it. We just really want to know them. We see that they're a good person and we want to know them more deeply. So when you're beginning to love yourself, you can't love anyone unless you have a relationship with them, right? I mean, in general, the collective, I can love everyone. There's a piece of love inside for every human being, right? Like we all kind of have that, or most of us. But I'm talking about the love that's like my best friend or my husband or my adult children. Any of those kinds of relationships, you want to talk and you want to know and you want to find out and you want to think about. You just can't get enough of them, you know? So anyway, to have a relationship with someone, it takes time and it takes conversation and it takes care and it takes an inquisitive mind, okay? So to love yourself, you've got to know yourself, okay? So how do you get to know yourself? Well, you start relationship building with yourself. I know it sounds weird, but it's really a cool thing. And, it starts with the things that I talked about in a couple other videos, which are like learning what your self talk is like and turning that around with some reparenting voice where you speak kindly to yourself and encouraging and loving to yourself, just like you would your best friend. And as you begin to do that, you're growing a relationship with yourself. You're starting to learn to depend on yourself. Like, it sounds weird, but it's like, well, she'll always be kind to me. She will always, have my back. She will never tear me down anymore. I mean, that's what we're learning with self-love. And that's what we have to do in our other relationships. If we, there's going to be days maybe we're crabby with our friends, but we're never going to just like tear them down, like personally, like calling them names and, just being brutal. Like, that's abuse. But for some reason, it's not okay with other people, but it's okay inside. For a lot of us in the beginning stages of learning to love ourselves, it kind of all these years has been okay to beat the hell out of myself and treat myself like crap and call myself names inside. Okay, so, you know, turning that around into a reparenting voice and a kind voice and loving voice is going to grow your relationship with yourself. It's kind of like becoming your own best friend because it's a relationship that's not talked about a lot. In general, we don't talk about having a relationship with ourselves, but I'm telling you that it's a real thing and it's what builds your confidence. It's what builds your self esteem. It's what gives you the courage and the bravery to be vulnerable and to do the things that you want to do on the planet. I mean, it's scary putting yourself out there, but this relationship with yourself is going to enable you to be able to do those things and feel really good about it. So, another beginning stage on the journey of self love.